Alright, so we back with more emo intel. This is real. Stay tuned. Let's go. What up, y'all? Having me some late lunch. Some lo mein. So, I got a video today on my most recent shorts: abilities, gifts, skills, and success. So let's go. So, I got a couple of short bangers on whatchamacallit, on success, on skills, abilities, and gifts. All right. And this one, I'm just going to kind of, we're going to sit at the round table and I'm going to go around different aspects and different, perspectives of, the success game, and how to stay in it and how to continue and not fall off from what you want to do, or what we would call a success. So, oh yeah, I met a book writer, author by the name of Yafa Filnet, and this book is very inspiring. This book is very good. It's a good book. It's on Amazon. The book is Life Interpreted or Life Redirected. It has a lot of tips and gems in here on, how your mind works, prayer, and different things. I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm in I think it's like 14 or 15 chapters, as you guys can see. I have been reading. I'm almost at the end. I had to put it down for a few days, but I still keep my point so I can pick up. And if you guys want a life-changing, inspiration, this person here, I'm going to be interviewing them soon. You can find this book on Amazon. I'm not sure. I think it's about $7.99 now. I'm not sure if it went up or if it's still the same, but it is pretty good. It is pretty inspiring. It's motivating, and she's giving you in each chapter, aspects and points of views that she realized she was going through and how she fixed it. She has solutions, good solutions, and at the back of it there's prayer and there's more motivation and inspiration in it. So if you guys want to check this out, I'm promoting it on my because I met the nice lady. She was extremely nice. She she told me about the book, and then she navigated me how to go and get it and receive it, and I think she had a good story, a good testimony to tell. So I went and picked it up myself, and I'm putting it on here for other people so you guys can see my humility as well. I don't know everything. I know I don't. So this is a part of me doing that. I saw somebody else that had something important to say, and somebody that's doing something very important. So I'm going to promote that. I love entrepreneurship. I love anybody who's doing entrepreneurship, because it stands out and it actually makes me go, and it gives me hope. It gives me hope. It gives me, joy and happiness to see. It doesn't matter who you are, what nation, what race you are, none of that. This is important. This is good. And you don't usually run across that a lot. So this is very rare. So I had to take the advantage and, check into it. So you guys, Life Interpreted or Life Redirected by Yafa Filnet. Very good book writer, very charismatic, very caring and soft-hearted, gentle, genuine, authentic. I've seen a couple of things. Good character. She came a long way. She growed, I can tell. Through all the pain, through the adversity, through struggling, and she's in a marriage. She talked about her kids, but that's enough of that. You guys check this book out. This book is very good. All right, so let's go. So keep those skills coming. Keep those skills learning. Keep those skills trained. Keep them sharp. Sharp as a sword, sharp as a dagger. Because you may never know when you might need to pull them out. You know, it's good to be ready, it's good to be prepared so you don't have to get ready when things start coming. It's the same thing with your skills, your capabilities, your gift. Keep working at the gift. Keep figuring out, because only you know if it's enough, where it's at. If you're complacent where it's at, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you know that it could be better, you're gonna know. You're gonna tell yourself, hey, look, I don't know about this. This is good, but I want to go. I want to do better. I want to make it more. I want to do, you know. So, with that being said, one person, I think it was a lady, a woman, or no, actually, I think was it a guy? I think it was a boss or something that I was working up under at one point, where they were like, you know, your daily routines are extremely important. But if you don't have daily routines, and I'm about to go into what routines I'm talking about, like waking up, making your bed, brushing your teeth, you know, taking a shower, you know, combing your hair, doing your hair. Women are really good at these things because they know that appearance is important. Men are good at these things because they know that the first impression is the lasting impression. So, but we have different reasons for why we do these things. Some men just are pretty boys and they want to do it, and there's nothing wrong just putting out some things, so don't take this as offense. And some men are more rugged than others, but we still look good. You know, we still take care of ourselves. We still shower. We just not, our focus is really not on the outer, but women really focus on the outer because that's what they have to go for. Their looks. Not taken away from their bronze or their brains, just being, you know, we're talking from a basic standpoint. We're not going into depth like that. So, men, we don't care how we look because we're doing the work. We don't care how it looks to the outside. Women have to care because women are sought after, so they have to care, you see? And some men are sought after, you know, so they have to care too. But those things that you wake up, that you start to do every day, and when you start to do it, you're perfecting something. You're perfecting making your bed, which is discipline. You're perfecting brushing your teeth, which is keeping your teeth clean, keeping your smile nice. You know, it's keeping you sharp. And if you don't realize that those little things are keeping you sharp, the bigger things you're not going to be ready for, because it's about the same strategy. It's the same routine. Even though you know how to do it and it's simple, things always get harder, not easier. But they do get easier if you do the hard part first, which is consistency, which is discipline, which is, you know, disciplining yourself on doing it so it becomes second nature to it. Like first nature, second nature, whichever nature you want to put it at, is it's like Blitz, like the video game Blitz, when you know, when everybody lines up, the automatic play is faster. But when everybody sets up and get ready for a regular play, the play takes its time like it normally does. Automatic means the play starts whenever the quarterback is in position. So if you guys know about that, that was a small one. I know a lot of people probably don't. But staying sharp, you know, try not, you know, don't be a lazy person. Don't be, you know, and if you are, that's fine. I'm not judging you. I'm speaking from my standpoint. So however you see it, that's cool. But this is the way that I see things, because I'm a certain kind of way and you are a certain kind of way. I have to respect you. That's why I'm saying is, you know, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I'm have to speak this like officially. Like I can't hold back because I'm direct. I'm on point. And I hate to hurt, you know, I hate that if, you know, I dislike if this is bothering people or whatnot, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully you take it well, and you know, you don't have to accept or you don't have to agree, but you know, you do have to side somewhere. You have to fall somewhere. So that's the point. So moving forward and going on that thrive, on that stride, doesn't have anything to do with anybody outside. Only people you want to deal with are people that are either on the same stride with you, which are your teammates or which are partners, or you want to deal with people who are your supporters, who's cheerleading you, who's confident in you, who has faith in you. You can deal with anybody you want to deal with, but if you're not dealing with those two, the cheerleader and the supporter, or the partner, cheerleader and supporters go together because they supporting you and the cheerleader is cheering you on. So those are the same. I'm gonna try to separate it. And then you have the partner, the person who's on the same course, the person who's on the same mindset as you. Those people, you'll see that it's free flowing and it's easy. You don't have to fight to get the point across. You don't have to convince them. They already know, because you know, and that you with them and they're with you, and y'all on the same page. Sometimes people get things mixed up where, you know, you're trying to keep people with you that you think or that you thought or that you feel is supposed to be with you, but sometimes you got to go it alone. I'm just going to say that. A lot of the times when you're starting to progress and you're starting to go up, and it be at different times too. So everybody's not going to decide to do something. Just don't wait till it's too late. Whoever you are, whoever I'm talking to, whoever hears this. And you're never too late. The thing is, you're late because you could have been done it, and then you'll see it later. So that's what I mean by late. You could always be on time, because, you know, just don't wait too late in life to decide to do better for yourself. Because everybody else ain't nobody gonna come and save you. Ain't nobody gonna come and say, hey man. And you know, there's people like me that's gonna do it. I do that all the time because I want to see people do better. And I disengage from myself, and I don't mind doing that because I'm to a certain point where I can do that, where I can pour in, where I can give support constantly, daily, on the regular, and it doesn't affect me because I'm already locked in. You see? I'm locked in. If you go check out my short on being locked in, I talked to people about and gave my perspective on how to get I had a guy request a video for me how to get rid of bad habits, and he said people, but I use habits so it wouldn't, you know, be specific to a person or anybody, which I don't care. You know, I could care less, but I fixed it where it would be more appropriate for him to watch and him not look at this person like that. For him to decide, for him to, you know, make the decision. I gave him small breadcrumbs. Not about people though. He wanted me to do it on people. I did it on habits because people can be a bad habit for you. The question here is, who is bad for you and who is not? That's what you need to ask yourself. That's the question that I'm going to ask a person if they have problems like this, or if we talking like how we talking. I'm going to ask them, do you know who is serving you and who is not? Who is helping you move on? Who is helping you go forward? Even if it's down to a conversation, even if it's down to one gesture a day, even if it's down to, you know, a hug, a handshake, you know, a book, inspiring words, something. If they're not doing those things, you defeating yourself. You beating yourself up. You know, because it's a marathon. You're trying to keep it going, and there's people that you're trying to keep with you that are not trying to keep it going, not for you, but for themselves. But since they doing that to themselves, what you think they gonna do for you? See, I'm on trigger. I'm triggering, bro. I got to. What you think they gonna do for you? And you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to say, oh yeah, they were my friend for so long. I don't want to hurt dude. I don't want to hurt her. You ain't hurting nothing but yourself. You ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. That's what you doing. You stopping yourself from becoming your best self, worried about somebody else's best self. When that's their job. You see? That's that person's job. One of them. And your job is to become who you are, because there's other people that may need you. You see? There's other people that are looking up to you that you don't know about, or that will be. And you worried about your best friend, how they feel about you, how they feel about what you're doing. And if they was your friend, they wouldn't feel anything. They'll just feel good for you. You see? Siblings or family members, friends, co-workers, all of these people fall under this. Now, sometimes I have jobs where I work with people that weren't on the same mindset as me, right? And at one point, I got caught up with them because that's where I was at. And then I look at myself 5 years later, and I go back to a similar surrounding. And guess what I realized? That I went up a little bit, but I put in a lot of groundwork. And when I got back around those people, I started to notice. It's crazy. I started to realize the little gap that I did was actually a lot more than what I thought. I did significant things that pushed me to a different point of view. But this environment that I went back to from the first time when I got stuck, then this time I went back, just because I put a gap between the difference from the last one, the last job, the last 9 to 5, whatever, not what you call it, to this new job with the same caliber of people. I'm not going to say all of them, but for the people who I was around, all the things that they were doing, all the things that they were trying, it wasn't working, because I transformed a different part of, I just transformed my angles. Like I transformed my perspective, my mind. Just a little. I went from here, we was here. Just that little gap right there makes you miss. Look at it. See, right here, we can connect. Once you do this, now we're going to go forward. There's no connect. You get it? It could go the other way too. Do like this. There's no connect. Connect. Gap. No connect. Now you can see through it. Now you, and this is not a competition thing. Remember what I said. Mark short on that. Do not compete for success. Don't be competitive with people, because everybody's not going to do what you're doing. You see? Everybody's not going to be about what you're about. And that's what I had to realize. So when I went back to these environments, when I went to these environments, I didn't go with a high and mighty mindset. My character was built as well. I still went back with respect. I still went back with courtesy. I still went back with humility. But I added on confidence. I added on discipline. I added on practice. I added on emotional intelligence. Just a few of them. That's the gap. And I tried to tell, I have people that I've told about it and I talked to about it, but they could have been like, yo, you crazy, bro. Like, what you talking about? Don't even realize. Missed the gym right in your face. Looked at me and then tried to look over me. And I don't feel anything about it. It was okay because I love giving information out. I'm informative. I'm solution based. So it's up to you to grab the gems and run with them. It's up to you to go back and try, any area that to go and try any area that you feel like can be sharper, could be better. Because, and this is just not a saying. It says every day you want to wake up to be a better you the next day. So I'm not thinking about tomorrow, but if I was already good, if I was decent yesterday, I'm going to finish out the day. Let's say I was into yesterday. I would finish out the day and make sure I finish it well. And then when I wake up the next day, I might think to myself, let me do one thing good, different from what I did yesterday. If I gave somebody a flower, if I gave a girl a flower yesterday, just a random girl, bought a bouquet and gave out flowers. Today I'm going to pass out 2 bouquets. Today I'm going to, instead of catering to the younger women or, blossom in somebody's life with the flowers, the younger girls, of course, ladies, man, trying to strike the ladies. I will go and do it to the elders just because I have humility. I come on, man. Come on. And I don't even want nothing. This is unconditionally. You understand? I don't even want nothing. Most of y'all are conditional. Most of y'all can't give nothing and not receive something. And there's nothing wrong with that. I always say that. There's nothing wrong. But you gotta find it somewhere, sometime, that you do something as just a good gesture, just a good, a good thing to do for the day. Just like you need your teeth clean when you brush them in the morning, there's somebody out there that's probably gonna do something crazy, and you could say, "Hey, how you doing today?" And that'll change their entire life. Just one small comment, one small acquaintance, a few words, a smile. Hey, maybe even ask them if they want a hug. But if you ain't there, you ain't there. I can't change that, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just speaking from a point of view. You see? If you ain't there, you ain't there. And that's just, it is what it is. I can't change that. But you can. You could change that. Just because I'm saying it, don't mean that you have to do it. Just because it works for me, don't mean that it's gonna work for you. It may not fit in where you at. Like, it may not fit. You see, you might not enjoy doing that. You might not want to do it. I do stuff all the time that I don't want to do. That's how I'm able to do it. Because I do things that are uncomfortable. I have a short on that. Being uncomfortable. This is what happens. It puts a gap in between you and everybody else. It puts a major gap, and it's hard to close that gap, and it takes a long time. It took me a long time to close that gap. It took me a while, but I wasn't wasting time. Think about it. If I closed the gap on things that I saw, that I was around, environments that I was in, I closed the gap on what I was lacking on. I closed the gap on what I needed. But the gap got bigger, or the gap is still there for people who ain't doing it, who's not making no moves, who's not having motion. So, I want to talk about one of my shorts that I just did about not relying on people for your success. Okay? So, like I said, don't rely on anybody to come and save you. You may have supporters, you may have helpers, that'll be good. Try not to rely on them where they're a crutch for you, where they're enabling you to grow. But look forward to them supporting you. Keep looking for that, because you might have to cut them off if the support stops. But everybody is busy too, so when they can support you, they will. So you don't have to worry about it. You'll see it. You'll hear it too. They won't have, they won't be able to be around you all the time anyway. So, but when they do speak to you and you are, or when y'all are together or whatnot, and they, you'll know because of what's being said, because what's being done. So just make sure you keep that in mind. But so when you are dealing with these, what I'm going to call, I was calling them haters, but I'm tired of saying that. I'm going to use a term that I heard on YouTube from a guy named Trend. He's a podcaster. A Decepticon. Decepticon, you. So think about it like this. You are Autobot. We're talking about Transformers. The TV show, the series, the cartoon, whatever you want to call it. You got the Transformers, and then you have the Decepticons. There's more than one Transformer. I mean, there's more than one Autobot. And then you have the Decepticons, the Autobots and the Decepticons. All right. So, I'm not going to say one is good and one is bad. They both have a part to play. That's what makes up the story. That's what makes up the anime. You see? You could perceive it as how you want to, what fits for you, but I'm not going to put any. So the Autobots are the ones that have the confidence, the ones that have the hope, the ones that are, preventing certain things from happening for the better good. And then you have the ones that, the Decepticons, that are, trying to get over, trying to push something that's not for the better good. So if you're listening, you'll be able to decipher which one is which. It's not hard. All right, so if you're transforming, you want to be around a bunch of transforming people, transforming things. It's very imperative because you can transform together. One might transform, you might take you 2 days later, but you'll be able to do it because you witnessed him doing it. Shit, you might be able to even combine and become one. Optimus Prime. Look. Which is the captain, which is the leader. So, in life, the Decepticons are all around when you are transforming, when you are trying to move as an Autobot into a transformation. And I'm going to tell you why you need them in one aspect, in one point of view, because this lets you know that you're doing something good. When you have a Decepticon in your life / hater, or somebody who you know that's giving you underhand compliments, giving you doubt, discouraging you, not encouraging you, discouraging you, a Decepticon. That's what that is. That's what they're displaying to you, the traits of a Decepticon. The Autobot is the cheerleader, is the supporter, is the lean on. You can lean on it, you can come to them, you can talk to them. The Decepticon, you can't, because they can't hear you, because they don't understand you, because they don't get you. So they have to kick you back. They have to do everything, or they might just not do anything. They might just look at you. They might just stare at you from a distance and hate within theyself. And get all busted up with theyself inside. You don't worry about that. A hater / Decepticon. You want to know why they there. That's the key. Why does this... Okay, so let's say what I mean by why they there is why they keep... they want to engage with you because you are doing something. But they don't like you though. It's cool. You set the boundaries on how to engage with them, and you keep it like that. You keep it like that. If you stiff, you could be stiff. That's cool. You can smile at them and don't even speak. Let them do the talking, because you don't have anything to say to them if they don't have anything good to say to you. Let them be a Decepticon. You set the boundaries up where you're keeping yourself sane, you're keeping yourself above the water where you could keep going. See, the Decepticon already gave up. He already quit. His job is to come and deceive you, to trick you not to keep going, not to do what you're supposed to do. Even though you may not know it's right or wrong. You might not even know if you're doing it right or if you're doing the right things. But who is he to come and deceive you and to tell you that, nah, man, nah, or, man, that ain't right, bro. That look dumb, bro. That don't look right. Why you listen to him? They ain't support you already. They ain't did nothing to help you move forward. Even an inspiring word, like I said, a handshake, a pound. Pound it. Yeah. Nothing. Just underhand compliments. Disrespectful compliments. Slurs. Words. Crap. Garbage. Trash. Why would you even deal with them? And what I mean by deal, you may have to interact, but you don't have to deal. Keep it. Man, we're going to talk about another one of my shorts. 3S game. Simple, short, and sweet. Still be cordial with these people. Still show respect just because they can. Keep it simple with them. Don't talk to them too much. Don't give them your plan. Don't tell them what you're doing. Don't give them in depth. Don't do that. Don't do it. Because you're wasting it. You're wasting your time. Keep it simple, short, and sweet. 3S game. I just made that up back a while back, just because I could do that. But the reason why they are appropriate is to show you either where you came from or what you're not trying to be. So let them be that, and don't let them discourage you. You need them because they are showing you that you're doing something. So I'm going to give you an example. When I see something, or when I notice something that's unpleasurable or somebody, I'm not going to speak on people. I'm speaking in instance. If I see something unpleasurable, or I see something that I'm not, intrigued by, or I'm interested in, I don't look at it. I don't go near it. I don't try to pick it up and move it. I don't try to convince it. I don't do anything. Because I don't like it. I don't do that. Why am I going over there to do something to something that I don't like? Why am I staring and focusing on something that I don't want anything to do with? Because I'm a Decepticon. Doggone Decepticon. They're gonna do that. You're gonna know that, this person don't rock with me, but why they keep coming over here? Why they keep trying to deal with me? Because they there to knock you off your platform, bro. It's that simple. They there to knock you off your platform. You need them, no. Because, no, you don't need them, but you want to notice them. You want to notice they're giving you all of this. In a sense, think about this. They don't mess with you. They dislike you or whatnot, but they're giving you their attention. You getting attention from people who you think you shouldn't be getting attention from. That's energy. That's attraction. That's magnetism. They are so fixated and focused on you that they just forgot about themselves. That's how important it is to stay focused on you. You're not doing it for the wrong reasons though. See, your intent is supposed to be well. Make sure you keep your intent well. Don't go out and do good because you think, oh, I need their energy. No. Do it for you and for the people who support you so you can help them. That's what you do it for. You might, and look, little do you know, the whole time while they being a Decepticon, guess what? You might be actually helping a Decepticon that notices something. They might be able to notice, damn, I done did all this stuff, but nothing is happening. Like, I can't get them. Can't move them. I can't distract them like I thought I could. You are being the mirror to them, but also by them being around you and noticing that they're not doing anything, but you might be a specific person. They might start looking at themselves. That may start make them do the work. You see? That may make them say, hey man, dang man, what am I doing? They end up finding out that they are Decepticon, that they are a hater, that they are watching somebody else and it's not serving them to do that. You see, it's not serving them. They are validating you on the daily every time they watch you and see you doing what you do well. They validating it, but they validating it with negativity. There's a difference. The cheerleader and the supporter and the partner is giving you validation from the same mindset, the same perspective as you. The Decepticon / hater sees you as different in a different perspective, and they're giving you validation in a negative way, depending on how you look at it. But you don't need them, though. But I tend to gauge myself, like that. That's how I gauge myself. Because I know that people just don't go around kicking a bum person. If I'm a bum, nobody's probably going to want to bother me. Nobody's probably going to want to come near me. Nobody's probably going to want to, not say help me, but they're not going to probably want to hang out. But what kind of person goes around and kicks somebody that's already down? The Autobots in this situation would help the person because they see that they're down. Even if it's just a gesture, even if it's just a handshake, even if it's just a hug, even if it's some money. The Decepticon finds pleasure in continuously Decepticoning. You see, even if that person is low, they still do it. They just don't do it to people who are vibing high, people who are actually doing the work, people who have done the work, people who have forged a gap. They do it to people who are already down too, because that's what they do. That's how they operate. That's what they maneuver in. So keep them at a distance. Keep them back. You know what I'm saying? By continuously pursuing success. That's how you deliver them. That's how you bust them up. That's how you fight them. Don't fight them with the words, because it ain't going to work. Once you realize they're going to continue to be a Decepticon. Until you see otherwise, you keep fighting them with your success. You keep fighting them with your sharpened skills. You keep fighting them with your great abilities. But if you notice, you're really not fighting them. You in this for yourself, and then when you get to where you're trying to arrive to, there's other people involved as you go. The real people. So don't get caught up on a Decepticon. Don't try to be a people pleaser. People only want you to sympathize with what they're not doing. So don't feel bad for people. If you give them advice on how to start and they don't go with it or take heed, you can still be cordial with them. You can still be cool with them. Make sure you set those boundaries up and you taking care of your business and yourself. And if you have a family and a wife or not, make sure you stay on that platform. Because the moment that you slip and they take you off of it, they're going to come, they're going to be on you. They're going to be on you. And keep your business to yourself too, because when they figure you out, that's when they're going to pummel you. If they could figure you out, that's when they're going to try to attack that spot. So make sure you staying sharp. Make sure you staying diligent. Make sure you staying disciplined. Keep those abilities and skills sharp. Look at it as making your bed every day. Whatever you do, do it like you make your bed. Whatever you like it like you brush it, like you like your teeth. If you like your teeth every day, like your skill. If you enjoy your abilities that you have, make up the bed every day. Make it up do it like you make your bed up and you keep it neat. Make sure when you keep your shoes clean, make sure you keep those skills and abilities clean. Keep it clean. If it gets some dirt on it, you know what to do. Get that toothbrush and get that bleach to get that spot off that white. It'll get it off real good. Do the same thing for your skills and abilities. Don't slip. If you let the stain sit on there too long, it might stay stuck in there. You might not be able to get it out as easily as you thought you could. And I'm making it relate between daily hygiene and life skill, life attributes, character, stuff like that. It's the same. You're using the same strategy to keep you sharp. You wouldn't think making your bed and brushing your teeth every day has something to do with I'm making you see it though. I'm giving it to you like this for a reason. So if you see this video, like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and you want to get some more of this emo intel. This is real. Stay tuned. Let's go. Stay tuned, man. We got much more coming. Beware of those Decepticons. We out.